ARM announced the latest ARMv9 architecture. ARM today announced the new ARMv9 architecture. This is in response to the huge demand for specialized data processing with advanced security and artificial intelligence (AI) capabilities. ARMv9 is the next evolutionary step based on the success of ARMv8, which delivers the best performance per watt today. As we look to the future that will shape AI, we must lay the foundation for advanced computing that is ready to meet the challenges facing humanity. ARMv9 is the answer. It will be at the forefront of the next 300 billion ARM-based chips driven by demand. To ubiquitous, dedicated, secure and powerful processing based on economics, design freedom, and the availability of universal computing, said Simon Segars, CEO of ARM. The number of ARM-based chips shipped continues to grow. Over the past 5 years, more than 100 billion devices have been shipped to the global market. At the current pace of development, 100% of all data in the world will soon be processed by devices powered by ARM chips, either on data networks or in the cloud. This prevalence makes ARM responsible for providing more security and performance along with other updated ARMv9 features. ARMv9 will accelerate the transition from universal computing to more specialized computing across all applications as AI, Internet of Things, IoT, and fifth-generation networks gain traction around the world. The ARMv9 roadmap introduces the ARM Confidential Computing Architecture, CCA, to address today's critical technology challenge, protecting the world's data. Confidential computing protects portions of code and data from being accessed or modified during use, even from privileged software, by performing computations in a secure hardware environment. ARM CCA will present the realms concept used by all applications in a region that is separate from both safe and insecure worlds. For example, in business applications, realms can protect commercially sensitive data and code from the rest of the system while it is in use, at rest, and in transit. In a recent survey of business leaders, more than 90% of respondents believe that if confidential computing were available, the cost of security could be reduced, allowing them to dramatically increase their investment in engineering innovation. The growing complexity of use cases cannot be solved in a generic way. As a result, heterogeneous computing is becoming more common, requiring more integration between hardware and software developers. A good example of this integration between hardware and software is ARMv9's privacy computing features, which were developed by working closely with Microsoft. ARM is uniquely positioned to accelerate heterogeneous computing at the heart of the ecosystem, driving open innovation in an architecture that runs billions of devices, said Henry Sanders, Corporate Vice President and Chief Technology Officer, Azure Edge and Platforms Microsoft. The ubiquity and range of artificial intelligence workloads require more diverse and specialized solutions. For example, there are over 8 billion AI-powered voice-enabled devices in use today, and 90% or more of applications on devices contain AI elements along with AI-powered interfaces. To meet this need, ARM partnered with Fujitsu to create the Scalable Vector Extension, SVE, technology that powers Fugaku, the world's fastest supercomputer. Building on this work, ARM develops V2 for ARMv9 to bring advanced machine learning, ML, and digital signal processing, DSP, capabilities to a wider range of applications. V2 extends the processing capabilities of 5G, virtual and augmented reality, and machine learning workloads running locally on processors such as image processing and smart home applications. Over the next few years, ARM will continue to expand the AI capabilities of its technology with significant improvements in CPU computing, in addition to ongoing AI innovations in the Mali trademark GPUs and Ethos trademark NPUs. Over the past 5 years, ARM projects have resulted in annual CPU performance improvements faster than industry-wide. ARM will continue this trend in the ARMv9 generation with an expected increase in CPU performance of more than 30% in the next 2 generations of mobile CPUs. However, as the industry moves from general-purpose computing to pervasive specialized processing, the double-digit increase in CPU performance per year is not enough. Along with improving specialized processing, ARM's total compute design methodology will improve overall compute performance by purposefully optimizing hardware and software at the system level. Applying total compute design principles for vehicles, customers, infrastructure and the IoT, ARMv9 system-level technologies will encompass all solutions. In addition, ARM is developing several technologies to increase the frequency, bandwidth, and cache size, as well as reduce memory latency, to maximize the performance of ARMv9-based processors.